Today we're going to talk about distributive property, very, very important property to learn, so make sure you pay attention to this. Distributive property's full name is distributive property of multiplication with respect to addition. It says you have a number in front of a parentheses being multiplied over things that are being added, or they can actually be subtracted because you can change addition or subtraction into addition. You take that number and you multiply it by both things inside, a times b plus a times c. So a number example here would be 3 times 4 plus 3 times 2. And then you can go ahead and do the math. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 3 times 2 is 6, and we get 18. Now again, if we would have said 4 plus 2, do what's in parentheses first, and then multiply, we do get the same answer. Sometimes we won't be able to do it both ways, because we'll have variables like in this example. So 4 times 2x, and then 4 times 5. 4 times 2x is 8x, 4 times 5 is 20. We cannot combine these two because they're not like terms, which we're really going to talk about later, and you should already know what like terms means, but we'll review that here in just a minute. So, a term is a number, a variable, or a product or quotient of numbers and variables. So a number, just like 3, a variable, x, a product, 4xy, okay, ABC, that's a product. I don't have one that's a quotient of numbers and variables, but x over 3 would be an example. So those are all terms. Then like terms are terms that contain the same variable. The exponents must be the same. So x and 3x are like terms. But they are not the same as 2x to the second because you have a different variable there. So you can only combine like terms, which is going to be important later. Coefficient is the number in front of the variable. So in 4xy, 4 is the coefficient. What is the coefficient of y? Well, when there's not a number written in front, it's a 1 because of 1 times y is y. So if there is not a number in front, the number is 1. That doesn't mean the variable is equal to 1. So we can use this information then to help us do some things. Right now we're just going to try to understand the distributive property by simplifying using distributive. That means we can't do what's in parentheses first, so we're going to distribute. So 7 times 2 plus 7 times 9, and then we do the math, 14 plus 63, and then we get 77. 9 times 4 would be showing the distributive, minus 9 times 3. So I do want you to show this here at the beginning because we're just trying to learn it. Minus 27 would give me 9. 6 times 2x plus 6 times 3, that's going to give me 12x plus 18, and since these are not like terms, I am done with that. I can't go any farther. 7 times x minus 7 times 5 would be 7x minus 35. So eventually we'll leave out this middle step here and go right to this, but right now as we're learning it, I want you to still show that step. Alright, and now it doesn't say to rewrite, so I did want to show you that the number can be at the back. So I think we can, if you think you're ready, you can start just by distributing. 6 times 4, or 4 times 6 is 24, plus 4 times 3n would be 12n. So if you want to not show that step now, I'm okay with that. Here we're going to distribute. 18 times 2y is 36y. 18 times 1/2, well, half of 18 is 9, and it's a minus 9.